We do not sleep with somebody that we're not attracted to. We don't care if you're nice, listen, if a sexy guy is sleeping on his mom's couch and he's got game and he's sexy, a woman will sleep with him. She won't friend zone him, but she'll friend zone a nice guy who does all the right things and she's not sexually attracted. She'll take your money, she'll take your time, and then she'll tell you goodbye. Women will do that.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm joined by my co-host,
JD.
So what are we talking about today?
I lost a good man.
Oh, where's is it?
Emotional, damn it.
So why they lost that good man?
We'll find out.
We have 3 clips for you today. I don't want to waste any time. Let's jump right in. Here's clip number 1.
So y'all want to hear how I fumbled a good man? So 2 years ago, I was dating before I had my second child. I was dating 2 guys. It wasn't even dating. Well, yeah, you could say that. So I just couldn't make time for the first guy. And he was a good man. He's in the medical field, no kids, single. He was a good man, but our work schedules was so messed up. But then I met my baby daddy and we worked together. He was my work husband. He started off as my work husband. Then I kind of strayed away from the first guy and started really focusing on my baby daddy, thinking I found my Prince Charming. That was one goofball mistake. Fast forward to now, he's getting married, and he's a good man. He's a good man. Great provider. Great, like. And then here's me, being a single mother of 2, hurting for certain. Hurting for motherfucking certain. Being this independent, I'm a survivor. You know what? Just put a red nose on me and call me fucking Ronald McDonald. Fucking goofball of the motherfucking century. All because I thought I found my husband in my second baby daddy. Goofy. Goof motherfucking E. Goofball. Who's a goofy? You's a goofy. I unfriended him. When I saw that whole big proposal. I unfriended him and took him off my page. Because who's a mad bitch? Mad bitch alert, mad bitch alert. Females fumble good men. And I fumbled him.
Okay, that's the end of that clip. I couldn't really hear much after. She said, I've got 2 children. I think most men couldn't hear much
Just
after
stop
that.
there, yeah. Okay.
They checked out.
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
What's your thoughts?
Sometimes if you don't laugh, you cry. And clearly,
Which we saw.
she was holding back them tears because she come like
Who's
she
a
was about
Who's a
to
goofball?
break down in tears.
Hurting for certain.
Yeah. She is.
I'm being facetious, man. It's jacked up.
No, the
Continue.
way she said it was funny. We can't like comment now. It was, Anywho, this is another example that shows you that the grass is not always greener on the other side. It's not greener.
That's true.
I personally think she was making excuses. Let's put it this way. Just like we done in a previous podcast. He was a good guy. She went for Pookie and Ray Ray. It always happens.
Mm-hmm.
She fumbled the bag on a good guy, and her baby daddy is Pookie and Ray Ray. So she's saying the reason why their relationship with the good guy, their relationship didn't work out was because our work schedule was just so crazy.
Well, we know that's BS.
Exactly. So I'm gonna explain. So their work schedule was so crazy they couldn't meet up or anything of the sort because
You don't have
just
time for
work.
him.
Is it you're going into
No, I
hold
have to
on.
highlight. Go on. Well, yeah.
Hear me out. Let me land. That's what people say nowadays. So
Go on, land the plane.
so she's given an excuse that work schedule and whatever didn't align up perfectly. So that's the reason why she didn't pursue the good guy, right? Now here's her baby daddy, who I call Pookie and Ray Ray,
Yeah.
which was her work husband. And she found all the time in the world to go on dates or whatever she has to do with him.
So she found the time.
She found exactly. So then this is my now point. She found the time to do what she needed to do with this Pookie and Ray Ray, i.e. her baby daddy. And she made excuses as to why she couldn't do things with the good guy. Now, if a woman is serious about you, she would make time. She would say, okay, say our work schedules don't align. Let's say sometimes it happens. There's always a weekend.
Yeah.
There's always ways that you can maneuver because you really like this guy. So it's like, all right, cool. Can't make it such that time. Can we do this time? Can we do this time? Can we do this day? Can we do Saturday and Sunday and not during the week because it's a bit difficult? I got a child, blah, 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 blah.
So if you and that girl, and this is to the guys. So if you're talking to a woman and she's not responding to your messages or calls in a timely manner, and she's giving you, let's say for example, you set a date and she flakes on that date and she's not giving you the follow up and all of that, she's obviously telling you something. She's not that into you, because if she was, let's say, oh, her dog died or a family member died, that's the general excuse, right? She would have a follow up to say, okay, cool, I can't make it on the Saturday that we planned, but I can make it the Sunday or the Monday. Dinner's on me, my bad. She would show you high levels of interest.
Exactly.
You can initially see this through her responding to messages in a timely manner. The way she calls you, is she enthusiastic to get to know you and to build a rapport with you?
Yeah.
All of those things. If she's putting off meeting, if she's kind of like time to meet up, it's sort of like, okay, that should tell you there's no enthusiasm there. So for me, I would say with this chick, and many like her, that the nice guy or the good guy, he did finish last, but he won in the end.
Yeah.
And she lost. But in this circumstances, the nice guy didn't get the coochie wet. There was no attraction. And what I always say to men is this: you can't negotiate attraction. Whether she's wrong and she's stupid for making that decision, sometimes guys will be like, I'm going to pay and outprice another guy to win her over. But you can't negotiate that.
I thought you was going to say you can't negotiate with
See, now I got to block that out. But
Beep.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Yes, I agree with you. I think there's also great areas in that as well, which what I mean by that is some women who are not necessarily feel good about themselves or have low self-worth and going through whatever they're going through. Some women, not all, some women subconsciously fumble the bag with good men because they don't feel good enough to have that man. That's some women in some women's situations, not every woman. What I think more women do is they like toxic men and they like to be in that toxicity, if that's a word.
Toxic environment.
Exactly. So then that's why they will more choose the fun guy or Pookie and Ray Ray.
Or that's true in some situations. Or they know that guy that they say they want, that top tier guy, that guy in the top 20% of men, he requires things of them.
Yeah.
And they just don't cut it.
Exactly. Or
Mm-hmm.
so part of what you just said, but they don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
So
He requires certain things.
You have to do certain things, and she's like, "Oh, that's too much work. I'm just gonna go with Pookie and Ray Ray.
But
The
look at the
easier
trend.
option."
Look at the trend. No, Pookie Ray Ray requires certain things also.
They too, yeah, but to her,
She thinks
in
she's
her
better.
head, it's like that's too much hard work to be
Yes.
a good just woman that will
Yeah.
just sit.
But
and
how many women are making videos sitting in their car? This is now a trend of women sitting in their cars crying
Crying.
about they wrecked their own home.
Yeah,
Come on now. Because remember, right? She said initially in the beginning, and I said before, that after I heard children, I already signed out. I didn't hear nothing more than that. I didn't hear nothing more. Don't get me wrong, I heard it, but I checked out. If I was holding at a chick romantically and she's like, yeah, after my child, so you'd say, you'd think this, right? You've made a mistake previous and you still jacked up again. You was a single mother previous. This guy never had kids, but was willing to build a
take you on.
family, and with families build communities. He was willing to go the distance with you. That weren't good enough. A guy that didn't want to take me seriously, after the first guy that didn't take me seriously, I'm going to repeat the same mistake.
Yeah.
And we can argue the gray area and say, okay, sometimes you didn't know what's good for you and you made a mistake because you haven't been seen. But you now know, you're older. But you rather wreck your own home and get the sympathy vote from people. Oh, then you're going to get the simps up in the comments. Well, you seem like a good woman and I want to be with you. But it's still not the guy that you truly want.
no, and they just want to beat because
Exactly.
they ain't loyal to nothing about themselves. They'll take whatever's available.
How many women are poor apple pickers?
A lot.
Because in the past, when there was families and community, the fathers and the brothers, the men in that family would help women vet. Because women are poor pickers and men. They'll go, oh, he's attractive, but they will overlook certain qualities, bad qualities in that guy's character, but
Very
still
true.
say, you know what? He gets the panties wet. But as we get older, we realize there's more to this thing. I'm not attracted to him. But then after 10 years later, you're making videos in your car, TikTok, crying about you wrecked your own home. We're seeing this. It's normal now. It's a trend.
It is. That's just how it goes, people. If you don't want to be that way, don't copy and paste.
If you don't want to be a single mother of two, hurting for certain, listen.
Can't get that. Can't get
hurting
out
for
your head.
certain. She's laughing till she's crying.
I know.
Anyways, guys,
Does it remind you of something else?
it reminds me of
The
a
other
few
podcast
things.
we did
It reminds me of a few
of
things.
the 40-year-old in her car crying
Exactly.
that she's going on.
It's a trend. That's why I said it's a trend now. But
Yeah.
again, guys, put in the comments, what do you guys think? You know, obviously her situation is sad, and a lot of them, they should have made better decisions, and,
Yeah.
and they can't rewind time. But
Nope.
at the end of the day, you was a single mother previous to that, you know, so don't expect the violin
No.
when you keep repeating the same thing, and then people say to you, stop creating the generational curses, and you find excuses to rationalize your poor decisions.
True.
That's just what I
I
think.
draw that.
Anyways, let's move along to clip number 2. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the ish out of that notification button. Okay? Anyways, here's clip number 2.
After all the bad boys that I dated, I thought, you know what? Let me just date the good guy. And that didn't work out because I felt like superior to him.
There was no sexual polarity.
It just didn't work out because I felt like I was the boss. I felt like
Did you find yourself snapping on him and getting a little bit more disrespectful than you normally would?
very,
That's typically what happens.
yeah. And I did things to him that I wouldn't do to Katie. It's unfortunate because he's a good guy. He didn't do anything to me. The problem is that he didn't put me in my place when he should have, whenever that was supposed to happen. At some point in our relationship, he didn't put me in my place as the woman, as his woman, and he didn't show me that he can lead. So I felt like I was leading the entire household when it's really supposed to be him.
I hear her loud and clear. I think this happens more time when a woman doesn't respect the man, when the guy is softer and she is the more dominant one. So
Yep.
she has to be the man is in the masculine role and he's in a more effeminate position. And especially when the woman makes more money than the man, more time, often than not, the woman abuses this power because she knows I pay all the bills.
Who
So
are you to tell me anything?
who are you? You heard Gabrielle Union recently talk about when I was in my first marriage, I made most of the money, so I cheated on him. I felt I could do what I want to do. So when you give women power, it goes to their head and they abuse it. That's what you're seeing happen here. So fellas, hold frame. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. She definitely pushed the boundaries because she felt she could. Because like you said, he was, not as masculine as other men.
Some guys think being nice or I'm gonna
Overly
out
nice.
That's gonna win the chick over. That don't get the panties wet.
It doesn't. Now, obviously, you should be a nice person. Don't stop being a nice person. But there's a thing of being a bit too nice because she mentioned he didn't put her back in her place when she knows that she should have been put in her place.
So to touch on that part quickly, women shit test men.
Yeah.
So when she's saying he didn't put me in my place, I'm sure she ran up her mouth. I'm sure she did things. She pushed him. She poked and prodded.
Push him
and he
in
was
his
like,
headpiece.
okay. And she was like, I've tested your strength. I've tested your masculinity. And you're just not cutting it here.
Can I cut in there?
Do so.
By nature, women want to go for the biggest, strongest, most masculine man. So in regards to that, if a woman feels like she can ish test you all the time, all day, every day, you just have it. It's like, where's the balls at? Where's the backbone at? Because it's like, okay, I'm not saying it's right. Because
It's
she
nature.
even said it. It was wrong, but she still did it because she's doing a shit test, right? So it was wrong. It is wrong. I don't agree with it.
Is it wrong?
It's
Or
wrong.
is it nature?
It's nature.
She's not wrong.
But it is wrong. Your actions is not good, is it?
But you're talking morally.
It's morally not wrong. I mean, it's morally wrong. Yes.
Okay.
So, okay. Is it cool or is it okay to push? If I was to get up and push you inside of your head now, it's not okay, is
Equal
it?
lefts and equal rights.
That's you. Now we're talking about other men, right? So then, okay, let's just go back to you for a second. If I was to do that, you said equal less equal rights, but was my actions
Not that I condone that. Let me just
was my actions okay? No, it wasn't. So I'm saying it's wrong. Women shouldn't do it, but we do
keep
do
your
it.
hands to yourselves.
Yes, do that, ladies. We do it because of nature. So, okay, why do women typically want to go for that 6'7" guy? It's all down to
Okay.
nature. Yes, you must be realistic.
Let's say a woman gets a guy bigger than her, taller, more masculine or whatever, right? No matter that situation, she's gonna ish test him.
Yes,
She is gonna do
every
that, right?
man is
So,
gonna get.
I'm saying this. If your woman is shit testing you regularly,
There's a problem.
that's a massive issue. She doesn't respect you.
Red flags.
Man, them, we care more about respect than love. Women care about being desired and wanted over love, believe it or not.
Yes,
Right?
that's
So I'm saying if a woman is shit testing you regularly, she doesn't respect you. I'm saying, look, if you're a masculine dude, you hold frame and you choose to be in a relationship, okay, let's say you're that guy, right? She's gonna ish test you maybe every 6 months. But if she's ish testing you every like once a day or twice a week, this is a
That's too much.
problem.
Red flags.
And some guys don't even realize when they're being ish tested.
Exactly.
Funny thing, obviously his personal story, I'm not even going to go into it, but today a guy, I was talking to him and he was being ish tested and he was naive. He didn't even
Oblivious to it.
realize.
That's the thing. A lot of guys are actually oblivious to the ish test. And it's like, to other people, it's like, can you not see like what's going on here? They can't see it. Some guys, they can't see it.
Okay, the guys that do see it, are they in scarcity? Do they accept that because they believe I can't do no better. And this is a regular smash because previous to this chick that I got now locked down, I weren't getting nothing. So I'm going to take this because I'm moving in scarcity. And I think a lot of men are doing that because, hold on. Okay. Men today have 20% less testosterone than the men that came before them. So I also think that plays a role. I think that plays a role also. But I think men generally, for the most part, move in scarcity. They're thinking, when am I going to get my next fix? I've got this thing locked down, i.e. my chick. I'm just going to take it.
No, you shouldn't take it. You shouldn't take it
You're
just
a man
for a
first.
beat as well. Exactly. Where's the self-respect? Like, you should not sit and make women push you in your headpiece and do all sorts of things to you. I don't think so. You better correct that real quick. But because
Easier
if you
said than
don't,
done.
you're going to end up with no chick and no coochie.
Yeah, but
So-
you're going to end up feeling like ish anyway.
Exactly. Go into depression and all sorts of things where it leads to. I would
say
say
men
don't
should
do
be
that.
productive. They should be productive.
Yeah.
Work on themselves. Work on their character. Because some women will overlook that guy, and that's fine. You work on yourself. You come back and let's see if she overlooks you.
Oh, she wouldn't.
Exactly.
If you worked on yourself, you go to the gym regularly, you cut your hair, dress nice, you're about your business and you're making the peas, doing
Yeah.
what you're doing.
That woman-
Listen, she'll be falling at your feet.
all you're gonna do is get the ish test every 6 months.
Exactly. It'll change from weekly
That's what I'll
to
say.
monthly.
That's
So
what I'll say.
that's very
You know,
true.
but a lot of guys, they hear that, but it goes in one ear and comes out the other. I read a survey the other day that said some men today don't change their bed sheets,
Oh.
for like 4 months. Every 4 months.
Or they
and
change it when they
that's-
remember.
But that's the mentality. That's scarcity.
Fellas, if you invite a woman round and say you ain't changed your sheet in 6 months, or when you remember to do it, which is probably yearly, or once a year, you want this woman to lay in your bed and you ain't changed your sheets. Come on.
The point is this: you already came into the game like that. She ain't taking you seriously.
Why?
right?
How could she?
The respect level, how you carry yourself, that shows. That's the reason I brought that point up. That's how you carry yourself. That's your etiquette. So she might say, okay, cool, I will smash her. She might say, I can't take this guy seriously. And then you're going to jump through hoops to retain that woman. Before you know it, you've taken her on 10 dates, got a kiss on the cheek, if that.
Yeah.
It's how the cookie crumbles. Anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's play the final clip of today. Here's clip number 3.
We do not sleep with somebody that we're not attracted to. We don't care if you're nice, if a sexy guy is sleeping on his mom's couch and he's got game and he's sexy, a woman will sleep with him. She won't friend zone him, but she'll friend zone a nice guy who does all the right things and she's not sexually attracted. She'll take your money, she'll take your time, and then she'll tell you goodbye. Women will do that. So make sure they're attracted to you before you spend money on them.
Yeah, and the tune is added.
Okay, singing their heart out.
But I agree with her. But there are some grey areas. Some women will sleep with dudes that they're not attracted to for clout or for money. And other reasons, but more time, women do sleep with men that they're attracted to. And those guys, they don't have to take women on dates or whatever. And the guys that they're sleeping with for money, maybe it's a younger chick dating an older guy, he has to pay for the drawers. He has to pay.
Pay for everything.
But there is grey areas. I agree with her for the most part. There is some grey areas to it. What's your thoughts on that?
Do you think, okay, question, this is to the audience as well, who do you think should be more, okay, when you get into a relationship, should the man be into the woman more or the woman be into the man more? Because I think she did mention something
You're
like that.
asking a silly question from me.
For
Then
you.
again, for the
I'm asking
naive
the
guys.
audience.
For the naive guys.
It's a question to the audience, also to you. So seeing as you,
Okay,
You can-
but look at it like this. When a guy is in love with a woman, he starts to put her above everything. That's a problem. There's a difference between being in love with a woman and have love for that woman. When you got love for your woman, that's cool. You're building, you got a family, you do your thing. But when you put a woman above everything and you're in love with her, that's the problem. And more time, when a man is in love, he's in it for the long run. Women are in it for what you can produce. Believe it or not, it's jacked up. I know. But women get with you for reasons. So if you're getting into a relationship, guys, I would say make sure some form of treat it like a business. Treat that marriage like a business. You negotiate the terms and conditions. This is what it's going to be. Yada yada yada. That's what I would say. But if you're falling in love with that woman, she is going to take advantage of you because you're in it for the long haul, and she's going to say, "Oh, like you used to go out with your friends. You're not doing that no more. Oh, you used to do that. You're just spending time with me." Because women will try their best to change you. But when you change, you're not the guy that she initially was attracted to. That's what happens when you're in love with that woman.
Yeah.
So that's my answer to that. And I've seen it. I've seen this many times
So have I.
where the guy is in love. He can't see nothing other than the woman. That's all good. And that women hearing this will say, "Oh my God, that's what I want." But when your guy is up under your foot like a pet, it's
not nice.
The
You
attraction
don't
is just
want it.
dead. Do you know what I mean? But guys, what do you think? Food for thought.
Yes, please put in the comment section your thoughts on that.
That's true.
Sorry.
That's true.
Sorry.
What else do you want to add?
She mentioned that women will sleep with a guy who is attractive and's got game, and he lives at home with his parents in a garage. I think she said
Yes.
something along those lines. And
The basement.
in the basement.
I'm just saying that. It's in the basement. I get it. Yeah.
Is that true? I think that is true. A woman,
Yes.
she would be very lenient to a guy. I'm not even gonna say that's 100%. They find them 100% attractive. A guy that has game,
Yes.
he can pretty much get away with a lot of things. Women
Why?
would be very lenient
Why? Why do you think that is?
because he's the ish.
Okay. But if that's the case, right, we got to look at it like this. I agree with you, but that means that guy is rare because most men, they're not that guy. So when a woman meets a guy that's socially aware, got charisma, well put together, athletic, you know what I mean, go to the gym, does his thing. He doesn't need to have all, because men can make up for certain things in different areas. So if he's not the tallest guy in the world, he can make up for it in other areas. So when a woman is dealing with, because women get guys holler every single day, right? So then she thinks, because some guys will send D pictures and all of that stuff and say,
Guys,
"Oh,"
stop doing that as well.
no, but they do that and they say, "Oh, like she's not on it," and you wonder why. Then you get a guy that knows how to sit at a table, can eat a food, is not sniggering, is not doing all that BS. You're like, "Oh my days," he stands out. Believe it or not, if a man goes to the gym regularly, he stands out compared to most men.
Yeah.
If he cuts his hair regularly, he stands out. Now throw in the mix. Imagine he's sociably aware. She's gonna say, "You know what? I don't care if you're in your mom's basement. I see that you're coming up and you're gonna." Woman starts to build the reality, the delusion.
You can move in with me,
Exactly, and she will sleep on that mattress
with
with
him
you,
in the basement.
with the sheets not washed. She will do it, or she will wash those sheets.
but-
No, but she will wash those
Yeah,
sheets.
they would wash the sheets.
But then when there's that guy that don't hold frame, that's
They ain't
not
doing
that guy,
any of that.
she ain't doing all of
getting
that.
cussed out for
Because
that.
the other guy gets the panties wet. He's that guy. That's how it works, man. Facts. You know, some guys be like, "You know what? Let me take the sheets off my bed now. Go wash that."
Yeah, please do. You'll be doing yourself a favor. You want to draw girls back? You know,
No, but
your house better be in order.
a woman would let certain things go.
We would.
He doesn't drive. Okay, cool. He's got character. He's got charisma. He's a playboy. Cool. They would because they think, "Oh, I can build a guy up. I'm gonna disregard certain things."
I don't really want to build a better person.
What the mentality they have? The women move in delusion, men move in reality. That's the case more time than not.
Oh, check out that podcast we did on that.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, that's food for thought.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Got anything else?
Kind of do. Let me think. Well, I think realistically, I think we should go back to communities where fathers helped women, because just because the guy's got character, charisma, and he's a playboy, and he gets the drawers wet, it doesn't mean that's the best decision.
Yeah.
That's why fathers and brothers or the men used to help women vet for their long-term relationships, their husbands, and now you just don't see it. So although this guy gets the panties wet, it doesn't mean he's for you. What women do is go for those bad boys, the guys that they want, but those guys don't want them. And then those guys have an imprint on those girls. Then those girls wake up when they're too old or when it's too late. When they hit the wall, the reality sets in. And then they expect this other guy that they disregarded, put in the friend zone, to come and swoop in and save the day.
Captain.
Superman ain't saving ish. That's how the cookie crumbles. Anyways, it's a good podcast.
Note, it was. On that note, if you want to hear more of our thoughts on videos like this, then subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to press the bell and the notification. Yeah, sorry. Don't forget to press the notification bell. So you always updated on our daily uploads.
Yep. In that being said, see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.